Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to this match play game of Vital Intelligence between the Sisters of Battle, or Adepta Sororitas, and the Space Marines. Strike Force mission, 2,000 points, Vital Intelligence. There are 6 objectives on the board, as you can see laid out by these circular things here. They are the objectives. You need 2 primary objectives to get 5 points, 3 to get 10, more for the extra 5. And one person will be deploying in this sort of triangular area on this side, and the other one over there. It will look like that. And that, as you can see, is lots of ruins and terrain. So we've got lots of ruins which are obscuring light cover, heavy cover, defensible, breachable, scalable. They're ruins. So they block line of sight. And then I also have some woods on either side of the long table edges for dense cover, -1 to shoot through, and difficult ground, -2 to move and charge. That's the terrain. That's the mission. The mission secondary, if we choose it, is data intercept, so we can do an action on an objective in our next command phase, assuming it finishes. We get a point for every objective that we're on. It's an okay secondary. We'll have a look at secondaries later on. If you like the content, please like it, please subscribe, and please comment. I always read the comments. It's always interesting to see what people think and pick up on mistakes, if any. So yes, that is the mission for today. So yes, that's the mission. Let's move over to the guest of the day and then the army. So today I'm joined by David.
Good evening.
And you've brought your Sisters of Battle.
Yes.
There they are.
My very worn and old Sisters of Battle.
Yes.
As if the age of the Exorcist didn't give it away.
No, not at all. No, all the weight of it.
Yes.
I got my ultraviolets. I haven't used these for a while, so I thought I'd break them out and dust them off. I mean, they weren't dusty, they were in a box, but that's them. Do you want to go through yours first and run through your list?
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, for a start, we have the Warlord, the Canoness. She has 2 Warlord traits and has the Blade of Sacrifice relic, so she's effectively the Auspex Tactics Smash Canoness, because I thought, why not? Let's give it a go.
Cool.
The Palatine has my extra relic. Book of St. Lucius extends the range of auras, and of course comes with Bolt Pistol, because I don't like plasma.
Yes, it might blow her head off.
My Hospitaller, the original metal model, hence why it's so small. Nothing special, it's just a medic.
She's a very young medic. That's what we're going to say anyway.
Yeah. Four Battle Sister Squads with 2 Stormbolters, 10 girls apiece. They also come with an Icon Bearer, so that I can use extra faith dice a turn.
Nice, okay.
Very useful. 1 10-girl unit of Sacrosants, because
they're brilliant.
To get the Canoness to where she needs to do.
Yes.
We have 3 Rhinos, of course. 1 Exorcist, which has the Exorcist missiles and not the Conflagration rockets.
So they're the anti-tank ones?
Yes.
Okay, yep.
And then we have, also in the fast attack, to go with the Seraphin, we have 2 Dominion squads. 1 with 4 Stormbolters, 1 with 4 Melters and a Combi Melter.
Lovely, okay.
Guess where? I think you can work out what's going in the Rhinos already. We have 9 Repentia and a Mistress of Repentance.
Yep.
I know they call it Repentis here now, but it's always been Mistress to me, so that's what I'm calling it.
It's the woman with the whip.
Yep. 2 Retributor squads with 2 Cherubs piece. We have 1 squad with 4 Multi-Melters and a Combi Melter, and the other squad's got 4 Heavy Flamers and a Combi Flamer.
Nice. So things are heating up at the back there. And then I'm assuming it's a battalion.
Battalion detachment.
And you're the Order of the Martyred Lady, so more cool. Miracle dice and stuff.
Yes, so Order Martyred Lady, if your unit is below its starting strength, you get +1 to your hit rolls.
Yes.
Very useful, and of course I have to be to use the Smash Canoness, because that's Martyred Lady exclusive.
Okay.
And of course, the other part of Martyred Lady is, normally for Sacrifice you get a Miracle dice every time you lose a character. For Martyred Lady you get it whenever you lose a unit.
Nice.
So I paraphrase. So, more Miracle dice.
It's a miracle. Excellent. Okay. And then
my units want to be wounded, so they hit better.
Yes, you want me to kill models and units, but not kill units, essentially.
Exactly.
Yes, and then you chose your... What are they called?
Sacred Rites.
Sacred Rites, and you've chosen one, and it is the Passion.
And it's the Passion Exploding Sixes in close combat because, again, Sacrosanct, Repentia, Smash Canoness.
Yes.
I think you get the idea.
Yes, lots of Melter, Flame, Stormbolter, and Choppy Death, basically.
Yeah.
Lots of sort of mid to close range attacks, not too much long range. The only long range thing you've got is your tank, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
36 on the heavy bolter, 48 on the missiles.
Yes. Cool.
Otherwise, 24 is my limit.
Yes. Okay. Well, I might outrange you with most of my guns, but there is plenty of terrain in the way, so I might have to move and get close to you anyway.
Normal deal.
Anything else, or is that pretty much everything?
That's pretty much anything. If there's anything I've missed, we'll find out as we play.
Cool. Okay. They're the sisters, and you spent 2 CP, didn't you, to start with?
Yeah.
So you're on 10. Nice. Okay. Ultraviolets is a battalion of Imperial Fist successors, so I get access to the Imperial Fist stratagems and super doctrine. But I'm not going Inheritors of the Primarch. I'm changing it to what I normally do. I'm going with Master Artisans and Bolter Fusiliers. So I can reroll 1s to hit with bolt weapons and reroll an additional hit per unit per phase, basically. So it's the reroll army with some interesting things. The Imperial Fist super doctrine is in the Devastator doctrine. I get +1 damage to my heavy weapons that are at least strength 8. So missile launchers, las cannons, multi-melters, all an extra damage in the Devastator doctrine, which is nice. Let's start with the Warlord. I have a Captain in Terminator armor who's been upgraded to Chapter Master, obviously. His Warlord trait is Storm of Fire. So core and character units within 6 for wound rolls of 6 gets an extra AP, which is nice. And I've given him a Master Crafted Relic Blade, so that's +3 strength, -3 AP, flat 3 damage.
Yikes.
Bit nasty. Next to him, second in command, I've got a Primaris model. I know it's crazy for those who know me. It's my first and probably only Primaris model because he came in the Imperial magazine. But I've got Primaris Lieutenant.
We will convert you one day.
I do like the model, to be fair. I do like it. He looks nice. He looks cool. He's got a Volkite pistol, Mastercrafted Power Sword, and the Storm Shield. So that's him. No special upgrades on him. I've got a Chaplain in Terminator armor. I've upgraded him to Master of Sanctity and given him the Wise Orator upgrade. So you can do 2 litanies and they go off on 2s. And he has the standard Litany of Hate, so reroll hits. And the 2 that I've chose are Recitation of Focus and Catechism of Fire. So pick units and +1 to hit and +1 to wound the nearest thing. So lots of buffing going on here. Obviously Chapter Masters can pick a unit to reroll all hits, and he also has a reroll 1's aura, and the Lieutenant can allow a reroll of wound rolls of 1. So between the 3 of them, lots of buffs. Next to them I also have an Apothecary who's been upgraded to a Chief Apothecary, funnily enough, and I've given him Selfless Healer. So he's going to be picking up a model each turn for free and healing 2 models a turn for free. Nice.
Yeah.
5 Terminators, all with Stormbolters, 4 Power Fists and a Power Sword. Nothing special there. Going back here a little bit, I've got 3 Tactical Squads. 1 Bare Bones. 2 of them have got a multi-melter each and chainsaws on the Sergeant. Next to them, I have 6 Stern Guard Veterans with the special issue bolt guns. So that's AP2. And I've got Power Fist on the Sergeant there. They are going to be running in the Razorback, so they can get closer and shoot stuff and punch stuff. Behind them, I've got my Devastators, 2 las cannons, missile launcher, and a plasma cannon in there. So that's that. I've got a bike squad with an attack bike. I've got a multi-melter, a melter gun, a plasma gun, and a power sword. So they're going to be zipping about shooting stuff. At the back here, I have a Razorback with 20 las cannons and a Storm Bolter. I also have a Predator Annihilator with 4 las cannons. I have a Contemptor Dreadnought with multi-melter and Stormbolter in the fist. And a little Venerable Dreadnought with Assault Cannon and Stormbolter and the fist. So lots of bolters, lots of las cannons, lots of multi-melters. And a fair amount of combat, maybe, because of this lot at the front here. We'll see. But that's them. That's the Ultraviolets. That's the sisters. It's brothers against sisters. It's the battle of the sexes. Let's see who wins. Before we do, we've got the secondary objectives. So the Space Marines are going with engage on all fronts, because I've marked out the deployment zones and they're like this. So we're sort of starting in 3/4 anyway, so engaging all fronts makes sense. To getting points for going in different table quarters. Sisters of Battle have also gone with that because it just makes sense for this mission. I've also gone with Oath of Moment with my Marines. So 2 points if I get something in the middle of the board at the end of each battle round. Also points for killing characters, monsters, vehicles, and not falling back, failing morale, things like that. So that's always, I think it's an auto take for Marines really in most games. And to go with the fact that I want to kill your characters for Oath of Moment, I've also gone for Assassinate, so I'll get even more points for killing your characters. Because I didn't know what else to take against your list, because no prisoners and Bring It Down would only give me a few points. Assassinate has got potentially more if I can get to them and kill them. We shall see. Sisters, you've gone for Raise the Banners, which is an interesting one. You've got one guarantee at the back, really. And then it's a matter of whether you can get to the middle, raise them and keep them there. So it would be interesting. And then you've gone for a Leap of Faith, which is it's an auto take, really, with Order of Martyred Lady. So points for spending Miracle Dice, and you'll be having lots of Miracle Dice. So
hopefully that is the plan.
So yes, that's that. Only thing we need to do now is roll for Defender and Attacker. Excellent. Do you have a dice, sir?
Let me just open the box.
Okay, here we are, rolling for Defender and Attacker. After you, sir, you are the guest.
A 2.
That's a 2. I get a 6. You can be the Defender. So you can pick which deployment zone you want, and you may deploy your first unit first. Where would the Sisters of Battle like to start? Over there? Or over here? It's fairly symmetrical, or at least it should be.
I'm going to pick this one.
You're going to pick there. Cool. Okay, so Sisters of Battle are going to go over there. Space Marines over here. We'll deploy it, alternate, and we'll be back. Okay, and here we are after deployment. So we have the Sisters of Battle over there, and we have the Ultraviolets over here. Space Marines. Let's run through the Marines quickly. In the bushes, I have my 2 tactical Marine squads with multi-melters. Next to them, behind the bushes, I have my Bite squad. Because there's a couple of tanks over there. I've got lots of melter here. That sounds like a plan. Vulnerable Dreadnought as far forward as I could get it, and also behind the ruin to go and start punching stuff. Blob of Terminators with all my characters, because I want to get Oath of Moment, and so they're going that way. Over here, I've got my Tactical Marines back here. They're just going to jump on that objective at some point. I've also got my Devastators here in the ruin to start shooting stuff. Then I've got some things on the flank over here. I've got my Razorback with the Stengar Veterans, the Predator Annihilator, and the Contemptor Dreadnought further forward hiding to push that way. So they're going that way. They're going that way, and these are maybe going that way. We'll wait and see. But that's the Space Marines. Do you want to run through the Sisters of Battle deployment quickly?
Yeah, sure. So, basically, we start with a Sister Squad. In this Rhino, we have what did I put in that one again? Oh yes, the Dominion Squad with the Storm Bolters and the Retributor Squad with the Melters.
Nice.
They'll be doing their scout move in a minute. Exodus at the back out of sight because
you can.
It's going to cost me 2 CP a turn, but
yeah.
Got one squad starting on the objective in the ruin because why not?
Yep, they've got a banner and they want to stick a banner on the objective.
The Repenter Party Bus.
Party Bus.
Ready
Love it.
to go. The other Dominion and Retributor Squad in that Rhino.
Yes, that's the Melted Dominions and the Flame of Retributors.
My Canoness, Palatine, and Medic with their Sacrosanct Bodyguard.
The Sacrosancts, yeah.
Ready to follow them in. And,
nice.
And 2 more Battle Sister Squads in the trees ready to push.
Because there's 2 objectives over there. Nice. Sounds like a plan.
And my Seraphim have started up in the sky.
Yes, they're starting. They're going to jump down turn 2 or 3. I've put everything on the board. I could have put the Terminators in Deep Strike, but I just want a big blob walking towards the middle, to be honest. So let's see if that works.
Let's see if that
Yes, yeah, we'll find out. Have you got a dice ready to see you go first?
Yes.
After you then. It's a 3. Well, it's better than the 2 for the last roll.
I don't think I'm using these dice today.
Well, I've got a 3 as well, so the battle begins. After you again. It's
another
a 3.
3.
If it's another 3,
consistent.
It's a 2. Okay, this is a battle turn 1.
Okay.
And I like that because Oath is scored at the end of the battle round, so I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay.
So you can do your scout moves and your command phase, and then we'll be back. Right, here we are at the end of the Sisters of Battle Turn 1 command and movement phase. In terms of movement and scout moves, there's been lots of pushing out, basically. 2 Battle Sisters squads advance, getting towards that objective. Fairly low advances, unfortunately, but they're heading that way. 1 Rhino's gone there, and you've got your Melted Dominion squad jumping out, which is interesting. The Repentia Party bus is parked in the middle. Just to be a nuisance for my oath points, I imagine, or something.
Yes.
Sacrosaunts and the characters slowly marching forwards at the back there. You're raising a banner at the back. Or raised, basically. And again, you've got your Dominions out. These ones with the Stormbolters, and their Rhino has gone over here. And their Battle Sisters squad's just moved over there. So you spread out nicely, getting some good board control. And now I guess it's time to start shooting stuff.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Do you know what you're starting with? Are we ready?
Yes, we are ready. I do have a plan. Whether it's a cunning one, we will see.
Yeah. Brutal and cunning. Oh no, you're not orcs. But anyway, carrying on. What are you starting with?
Okay, we'll start with Stormbolt on the Rhino into the closest tactical squad.
Okay. Well, yeah, why not? Go for it.
This way I can easily remember what units have triggered and when.
Yes. Well, it's going to be -1 hit because of the trees.
That's fine.
So you hit all 4s.
Good thing I'm not the husband.
Yes. That's right, 3 hits. Nice.
Only affected 1.
And
4s again.
Yes.
1.
Just the 1. Okay.
Just the 1 straight armor save. It's only 1 damage because it's standard bolt gun.
Saved. Cool.
Okay, now we come to the Dominion squad.
Yes.
I will be spending a CP
Yes.
for Blessed Bolts.
Of course you are. It's a great strat. So you get mortal wounds and stuff, don't you?
Yep, tied in the same squad.
Oh, shooting these guys as well, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll start with the bolt gun first then, because...
Because that doesn't have the blessed bolts.
1 hit? In fact, no hits.
No, -1 hit.
Okay. Let's get some dice together.
4, 8, 12, 16 Stormbolter shots with blessed bolts. And is it 6 is to hit or 6 is to wound that 2 mortal wounds?
6 is to hit.
6 is to hit, yes.
Deal 2 mortal wounds instead of normal damage.
Yes, it's very nice. So hitting on 4s though. Give them a good shake.
I see 1 6.
Okay, so that's 1 guy dead, basically. So that's 2 wounds taken.
And...
Quite a few misses, unfortunately.
Most of them are freeze, so it's the cover that saved you. Although there were 2 that are not affected.
Still a fair amount of hits though.
Yep.
Cool, okay.
So 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
Now wounding on 4s, these will be 2 damage apiece.
Yeah, have they got any AP as well or not?
No.
No, okay.
Exactly. Be nice if they did.
Yeah, I mean if they had AP and the 2 damage it would be a bit ridiculous. That was a 6, yeah.
Yep, I knocked it. So 1.
1,
Take
2,
those away.
3. Is it 3? I count 3.
3 saves, no minus.
So
but
3.
every one of your fails a dead guy.
Yeah, so 3 ups. So you killed another guy and then 2 mortal wounds. So you've killed 2 guys. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping to kill some more.
Yeah, well, dense cover is a thing. Yeah. And the wound rolls weren't great, unfortunately. But okay, moving on. What's next?
Can that rhino see anything to shoot it?
Well, it's not. So it can see what's down here. It can probably see the Devastators. If you want to shoot the Devastators.
Might as well throw the Stormbolt into the Devastators.
Okay.
That's not in rapid fire range though, I can tell that from here.
No, it's not, unfortunately. Hitting on 3s though, they're not in dense.
So 2 hits?
Yep.
2 armor saves, please.
2 wounds on 6s, but unfortunately they're 2 ups because I'm in like cover. They're fine.
I would have loved you to roll Snake Eyes there.
That would have been great, wouldn't it? Right.
Okay, Dominion squad with all the melters. We
Yes.
are not going to fire the bolt to half of the combi melter, but we are going to empty all the melters into that dreadnought.
Okay, I'm going to spin a CP and pop smoke, so it's -1 to hit.
Making me hit on 4.
Yes.
Fine.
I'd like that dreadnought to survive. Ooh, got a couple of 3s, so that smoke screen definitely helped.
It did.
And you've hit once.
Once.
Okay. Command point? I'm trying to tempt you here.
You know what?
You're going to do it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no.
Really? Okay.
Well, you're winning on 3s, and then I won't have a save. It's wounded. Don't have a save, so D6 damage.
Yep. 5.
Which goes down to 4 because I'm a dreadnought, and it's a vulnerable, so I've got 6 up shrugs. So I've lost 4 wounds. Okay. It survived though, at least, which was nice.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping to do more.
Yes, I think the smoke screen definitely helped because you had a couple of frees. So,
and well, the final rhino also shoot the Devastators.
okay.
That will mean rapid fire though.
Yes, probably. Go for it. So hitting on frees. Did you roll 3 ones? Nice.
Getting consistent. That does not wound.
That's a 3. No. Okay, what else have you got to shoot? You got your big tank at the back.
Yeah, which I'm going to have to spend 2 CP on to fire it.
For indirect fire or whatever the stratagem is called.
Devastating with fame.
That, yes. What are you going to shoot at it?
That is what I'm currently thinking.
I mean, there's a wounded dreadnought.
There is a
could
wounded
maybe
dreadnought.
Could maybe finish it off.
But I was also thinking I'd also like those bikes gone.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'd be -1 to hit the dreadnought.
You wouldn't be.
It's got smoke swing.
It has, yes, you're right. Yes, because some of them are behind the bushes, but you can see that one's base without going through the bushes, so you're good.
I am going to shoot the bikes.
Okay.
They can be a pain in the ass.
They can be, yes, especially if you're riding the bikes. What's that, 3D3 shots, is it?
Yep, 3D3, so...
6 shots, nice. And I'm assuming you're hitting on frees.
Of course. Can't fire the heavy bolter because that doesn't get the indirect fire.
No, a heavy bolter shooting through a room would be a bit ridiculous. I'm toughness 5. And that's very bad wounding again on your part, unfortunately.
Well, very bad hitting.
Oh, hitting even. Yes, that was hits, wasn't it? Blimey,
yeah.
Yes.
But I am strength 8.
Okay, well, it's freeze to wound, so I'm toughness 5. Both wounded at least. Okay.
2 at -2.
-2. Okay, 5 ups. Here we go. I've made 1. What's the damage?
D6.
D6. Okay, yeah, you can have that.
3. I think that's a dead bike.
No, I'll take a win off the attack bike. Because there's an apothecary over there. And that's your last gun.
Yeah, that's all my shooting.
Okay. I'm going to ask, but I think the answer is no. Are there going to be any charges?
I don't know. Am I crazy enough?
Or is there anything in charge range? Because it's going to be -2 to charge into that.
Could be brave and charge the dread.
Foolish, not brave, foolish.
You are right. I'm not going to do it, but
yeah.
Don't discount the possibility. I am mad enough to try it.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. So you don't. Do you get any points? You get 2 for engage, which are in 3/4. And that's it so far.
Yeah, because I've not done my orders secondary, and I won't start racking razor banners yet.
No. Okay. Cool. Okay. So they'll be fine for morale because you only killed 2. So we'll be back after the Space Marines have done their command and movement phase. Right, here we are at the end of the turn 1 Space Marines command and movement phase. Command phase. Chapter Master put the rerolls on the Devastators before he walked over there. And while Chapman got both of his litanies off, well, the 2 that he decided to do, Recitation of Focus and Catechism of Fire, and put those on the Devastators. So they're going to be rerolling all the hits, getting +1 a hit and +1 a wound against the nearest target. Buffed up Devastators. They're going to be devastating. Movement phase. Bikes have gone like that. I've strung them out because then the apothecary could heal the attack bike. Yay! These guys, the 3-man squad stayed still. The 5-man tactical marines here have moved a little bit. I've done steady advance for 2 CP so they can remain stationary or count as remaining stationary because then I'm working about hits on 3s instead of 4s. Tactical marines here have just jumped onto that objective in the ruin there. All the Terminators and characters have all pushed forwards towards the middle, along with the vulnerable Dreadnought. And then over on this flank, there's been a big push of... It's my armoured column, basically, consisting of 2 tanks. It's not as many as my guard. Razorback and the Predator going down there. Going to be shooting the Lascannons that way somewhere. And my Contemptor is coming around the corner. I am going to start with the 3-man tactical squad. I'm going to shoot the multi-melter into your Rhino, and the bolter and the bolt pistol into your sisters. I'll measure the bolt pistol, but that's what I'm going to be doing.
I am going to spend a CP for Holy Smokescreen.
I thought you might, yes.
Make you -1 to hit.
Right, bolt pistol's not in range, you're -1 to hit. Let's start with the multi-melter. So I'm hitting on 4s. I can reroll a hit because of Master Artisans. He's missed both times, even after a reroll. Well done. The bolt gun's going to rapid fire into your Dominions. He hits twice. And he wounds once. So 1 free-up save on your sisters.
Let's see what our survey says.
It says, 1 dead. But that means they get +1 to hit. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Assuming they then survive.
Well, they should do.
Right.
1 dead Dominion.
Moving over to the next tactical squad, I'm essentially going to do the same thing. Multi-melter into the Rhino. I now regret spending the 2 CP on steady advance because you're making me -1 hit anyway. I should have thought about that.
Yes.
But I suppose I made you spend the CP. And then all the bolt weapons into your sisters. So multi-melter hitting on 4s. Reroll because of Master Artisans. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s.
CP.
Well, I'm going to CP that, yeah. Oh, it's another 2. Brilliant. Okay. Oh dear. 2, 4, 6, 7 bolt weapons. Shooting your sisters. That bolt pistol is in range. I can reroll the ones because of bolter fusillades. Okay. And then I'm wounding on 3s. Because you're toughness human. 5 free ups.
Let's see if we can do better than the last roll.
Yes, well, yeah. At least the bolters are working because the multi-melters aren't. Saved everyone. Nice.
They're fine.
Okay, right, I'm going to move on to the bike squad. I'm going to supercharge the plasma. I'm going to put the plasma, the multi-melter, and the melter all into that Rhino. And all the bolters into your sisters.
Okay.
Okay? Let's start with the multi-melter. Actually, yes, we'll start with the multi-melter. So multi-melter hits twice, double 6. Wounding on 3s. Double 6 again. I like these dice, I'll keep using those. Do you have an invulnerable save?
Yes.
It's -5 AP right now.
Yes, 6 ups.
6 up. Okay.
Do I want to use a miracle dice? No. It's not worth it for Rhino. The Emperor protects.
Okay.
The Emperor protects, the Emperor protects. Stop squad!
He does once, okay. This will be D6 +1 damage because of the tactical Devastator Super Doctrine thing. So that's 3 damage. Brilliant.
Okay, so that's down to 7. Just let me find.
That's alright. Melter gun hits. Doesn't wound. Plasma gun, it's not in rapid fire range. Hits. No, it doesn't. Smoke screen. Okay. And then I've got lots of bolter shots. 4, 8, 12. 4, 8, 12.
Not many at this. The Rhino's doing its job.
Right, bolters into the Dominions. 3s rerolling 1s for bolter fusillades. I think one of them were 3s, aren't they? Yep, okay. Fair amount of hits. Wounding on 3s. That's a cock. 5, 8. 8 free ups on your Dominions. Can something over here die? This has been very underwhelming so far.
Let's see. It depends on whether they remember to put the batteries in their power arm or not.
Yes. Yeah, so 8 free ups. Let's see if this works or not. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 left. Okay.
Well, the superior.
Okay, that's fine. I'm a bit annoyed between all the multi-melter I've done 3 wounds on a Rhino, but okay, fine. It is what it is. Right.
With other units I can put less bolts on.
Okay.
Keep stone bolts alive.
Let's kick things off with the Right. 4 of the bolters from this tactical squad are arranged with the remaining Dominion Sergeant Lady. Hit on 3s, rolling 1s.
The Dominions.
And Master Artisans. So 3 hits. And 3 wounds. 3 free up saves. Does she finally die?
Let's see.
Or will the Emperor protect? Again. The Emperor protects. Okay, I see how this is going.
The true loyalist is winning.
Yes, the true loyalist. Okay, right. Well, I've always got a power sword if I need it.
Yeah, that's the bit I'm not looking forward to.
Let's do this. I'm going to spend a CP on Fury of the First on my Terminators. And then I'm going to shoot all their Stormbolters at the Battle Sister Squad at the back there. 4, 8, 12, 16.
Not on the minions with the melters?
No, I've got other ways of killing them. It's called a Chapter Master Relic Blade.
Okay.
If I need it. Yeah, too many dice. Got them. Right, okay, hitting on 2s because of Fury of the First. And rerolling 1s because of Bolt of Fusiliers or Captain or whatever you like. I can reroll the 1s. Oh look, everything's hit. And winning on 3s, and because of my Warlord trait, 6s are AP 1. So I've got three 6s, and then I've got several AP dash 4, 8, 10. So 10 3-ups.
And 3 minus 1.
And 3 4-ups.
Let's do the 4-ups first.
Okay. So that's 2 down so far.
2 ups.
Let's keep a tally. And then 10 3-ups.
7, 8, 9, 10.
And you make all but 1. Wow. Okay, I've killed 3 of them. Okay, well that was interesting. Right, some sisters have been removed. Predator Annihilator is going to shoot the Rhino in the middle. And I'm spending 2 CP on Tank Hunters for +1 to wound. So I'm hitting on 3s. I've got Master Artisans. I've hit 4 times. I'm winning on 2s. That's a cot dice. Try again. 3 6-up saves. It's -4. I've got invulnerable saves.
The Emperor protects.
Not
this time.
Not that Rhino. Protected the other one. Or the smoke did. One or the other. So 3d6. And each one's +1 because it's Devastator Doctrine for Imperial for successes.
Right then, so 6,
7,
9,
11.
It's well and truly dead.
It's 16 damage. It's definitely dead.
It does not explode.
Do any of them die coming out screaming, going, ah, like that? I imagine that's how you sound. How many are in there? 9, 10?
9 plus the Mistress of 10.
Okay.
8.
Roll some 1s, please.
No 1s, please.
1s, please. Just a 1-1. Okay.
That's fine, because I don't mind 1 with plenty of time.
That's fine. Okay, well, I'll let you get them out. Okay, the Repentia are like that. I'm now going to open fire with my Venerable Dreadnought, shooting everything at the 5 sisters right in front of him. Okay?
Yeah.
6 assault cannon shots hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of
whatever.
Master Artisan, Captain, take your pick. Right, everything's hit. Winning on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. Just as well. So that's 6 -2. So 6 5-ups.
6 5-ups, you say?
Yes.
6 5-ups.
From the Assault Cannon of Doom.
6 dice. 5-ups. Let's see what the Emperor says.
The Emperor says he'll protect some of them, but not all of them. I've killed 4. Okay. So there's 1 left. I have a Stormbolter in his fist. So let's see if that finishes them off. They've all hit.
Freeze.
And that's AP 1 because of my Warlord trait. I can roll the 1s because of Lieutenant. So 1 4-up and 2 3-ups. So the 4-up's good. And the 3-up's not good. So I've just about finished off the squad.
Yep, no, that's the whole squad down. That's a little bit of a thing, but...
Yes. Yes, I mean, yeah. I mean, the Assault Cannon pointing at toughness 3 girls. Yeah.
I was hoping the melters would have been a little more effective when they shot.
Yeah. Well, they were just as effective as my melters earlier. Useless, in other words. So I've got my characters to shoot with, and my Devastators, and my things over there. Okay. Let's start shooting with my Devastators now, because they've got the litanies on them. Let's start shooting them now. The nearest thing to them is that Rhino, and let's put everything into that Rhino. And I will... Yeah, let's supercharge the plasma. What could possibly go wrong?
Once re-rolling into ones, yes please.
Let's start with... When they got 4 rerolls anyway. Let's just start with the plasma cannon. D3 shots for 1 shot, that's fine. Hitting on, freeze, he's hit. And he'll wound on a 3. Like that. And it's -4, you got your 6 up invulnerable save on your Rhino.
Yeah, we'll just roll and see what we get.
No, so that's just 2 damage.
Okay, down to...
But damage 3, because it's strength 8 and Devastator Doctrine.
Down to 7 then.
It's down to 7. 2 las cannons. Hit. Wounding on 2s because of my Catechism of Fire thing. We'll get that in a minute. 2 more 6 up invulnerable saves. From the las cannons.
The Emperor protects.
So save 1 of them. Okay.
That's good.
So this would be D6 plus 1. So Devastator Doctrine. So that's 2. So how many is that in total now? Let's put it down to 5. Yep. Crack missile. Hits. And wounds. That was -3, so it's another 6 up because of Devastator Doctrine. No. D6 plus 1. Which is 5. Just enough. Okay, so I've just about killed it. Does it blow up?
No.
No. Do any of the 5 girls die screaming, going, ah, as they get out?
I'm hoping not.
I hope they do. It's only one of the Repentia die. Let's see if I can get rid of some of your Flamer girls. I'll get rid of one of them. Okay, we'll take that. We'll do that, and we'll be back. Okay, so the Rhino's gone. The Retributors, that's what they're called. I've jumped out like that. I'm going to start with the Razorback now, because it's only got 1 target, and that's Repentia in the middle. So I'm going to start with the las cannons into Repentia, because that's not overkill. Master Artisans. I've hit them once. I've wounded. They've got an invulnerable save.
Yep, let's see.
Oh, nearly.
Nearly?
D6,
How much damage?
D6. 2, but it'll be 3 because of Imperial Fist, Devastator Doctrine.
5 up cracks.
Cool. So I've killed a Repentia with a las cannon, and I've got 2 Stormbolter shots, which both miss. Okay, let's move on to the Contemptor, and it will shoot. Let's shoot everything into your Retributors that get out of the tank there. Starting with the Stormbolter from the Contemptor, so hitting on freeze. Rerolling once for Bolt Fusiliers. Hit 3 times. And winning on freeze. No, it's not within Lieutenant range. So just the 1 free up from the Stormbolter. I'll do the multi-melter. Master Artisans. So 1 died from the bolter. And you got... Do they have an invulnerable save?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 invulnerable saves from the multi-melter. And
No.
another 2 dice. So that's 3 of them dead. So there's 1 left. Okay.
That's a bit disappointing.
Well, they did get shot at with a multi-melter.
Yeah.
While you're over there, I'll shoot the remaining person with my captain with a Stormbolter. He hits on 2s. He's hit every time. He wins on 3s. Yep. So you got 3 more saves on the final sister. So 3 free ups on the final Retributor. She has died. Okay.
She is dead. That is.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Which means the chaps don't even get to get used.
No, so that's why I wanted to finish the unit off, you see. Because otherwise you could have like 3 melter shots shooting me with 1 girl.
Well.
Or can you only use 1 cherub per model?
1 cherub per phase. One cherub per turn.
Okay.
Because otherwise that would be silly.
It would a little bit. What can my chaplain see? Can't see the Retributors because there's a ruin in the way. Chaplain. Let's shoot the chaplain at them. So, 4 shots. He only hits on 3s for shooting, so 3 hits. Oh, Master Artisan. Didn't help. 2, but that one's at -1, and that one's not.
And that's on to...
The Wounded Battle Sister Squad back there. So you got a 4 up and a 3 up.
Okay. The 4 up.
Yep.
And 3 up.
Good, okay. Nice. I think that's all my lieutenant can shoot. He's got a Volkite pistol. Okay, I'm going to finish off my shooting with the only thing left to shoot, which is my lieutenant. So let's see if Primaris are any good. Let's shoot his Neo Volkite pistol into your Repentia. He's got 2 shots hitting on 2s. And he'll wound them on 3s. That's a mortal wound in addition. And then you've also got 2 of their invulnerable saves.
Okay, so 6 of invulns.
They both fail. And each of those will be damaged 2. So you've got 2 lots of 2 shrugs and then an additional 1 shrug.
So we'll do the mortal wound first.
So that kills 1.
And the first one
kills 1. And then the final one saved, because it's 5 up shrug, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's killed 2 Repentia. Okay. Right, okay. End of the shooting phase. We're going to start charging stuff now. Let's start with the Terminators going into your Repentia. We need a 7.
Can't overwatch because you don't have
that's a 9, so they're going to be going in. I'm also going to send in my captain, who also needs a 7. That's a 10. He's definitely following them in. And then my chaplain needed a 6. Wow, these charge rolls are ridiculous. That's an 11. So they're all going in. Because they've all made it, I'm not actually going to bother me with my Dreadnought. He can stay there. And then my bikes are going to go into your last remaining sister there.
No point overwatching with a single bolt gun.
And they're going 11 as well. Wow, look at those charge rolls. That's ridiculous. I didn't even have to charge that far. But right, let's move them in and let's start chopping stuff up.
It means you can bring everything in.
Yes. The charges have happened like that, and the bikes have gone over there like that. I'm going to start with my Terminators. They've piled in, and they're going to have a little mosh pit and start punching some Repentias. They're going to start fisting the sisters. Starting with the power fists.
There we go.
Hitting on 4s. I can reroll all the 1s. And then I can reroll another one for Master Artisans. It's like that. Still miss quite a few. I'll be winning on 2s though, funnily enough. Because, you know, strength 8 against toughness 3. Well, they've all wounded. 7 invulnerable saves.
Oh, that's a point. I got a miracle dice at the end of the thing, and it's a 3.
Oh yes, because I killed units, yeah.
Yes, you killed units.
So yeah, 7 invulnerable saves.
And I've got 2. So if I manage to use both, I might potentially... But I ain't gonna... Well, I might be able to, actually. Okay, so 7.
Yes.
5, 6, 7, let's see.
Yeah, 6 of invulnerable saves, and then each one's damaged 2, so then you'll have 2 shrugs for each one. We saved 1. So you got 6 lots of 2 shrugs.
6 lots of 2 shrugs, so...
We just roll them all, and if any of them succeed, roll them again, I guess.
Yep, so 2 succeed.
And do they succeed again?
1 does.
1 does, but it's still 5.
There won't be that many.
There was only 5 left, so yeah, they're still dead, unfortunately.
And that unit's finished its attacks?
Yeah, and you spent... Was it 2 CP on the... What was that stratagem called?
Desperate for Redemption.
Yeah, so basically you'll get to hit me before they get removed, so...
6.
Which is quite cool, actually, I like that.
7, 8.
Are these all going to go into the Terminator Squad unit?
Of course.
Okay.
1.
10 attacks from the Repentia.
Rerolling hits because you charge me?
Yes, because they've got the Zealot, I'm assuming.
Yes. And any 6s generate me an extra hit?
Yes, because of your passion, sacred right thing.
So that's what we got so far.
Okay.
How many of these convert?
Oh, just the 1. But you have got a 6 in there though.
Yep. I've already added the extra one, so I lost 2 hits. So 1 girl failed to do anything.
Okay.
Strength 6. So
3s. Yep. Oh, that's pretty good.
And I get to re-roll the 1s because of the mistress.
The lady with the whip. There we go.
Which is good.
So that's 7, or at least it looks like 7.
4, 5, 6. Yep, 7 saves minus 3.
Okay, well, they're on to the invulnerable save then, I guess.
2 damage attack.
Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, it's got 3 wounds. So 1 dead, 2 dead, 1 on a wound. Okay.
Now down. And because you killed a Repentia unit, the special rule says I get a miracle dice straight away.
Nice, another miracle dice, just like that.
A 4.
Okay. Okay, so the centre looks like that. I've lost a few Terminators, but there's an apothecary back here, so he's going to be going that way in a minute. Moving on to the bikes, you're not interrupting because it would be a complete waste of command points. Let's start with the Sergeant's Power Sword. So he hits on 3s. Master Artisans. I like this Master Artisans, it's quite good. Winning on 3s. 3 wounds, 3 6+ invulnerable saves because it's a Power Sword. At AP 3. I think she might be dead. Or are you planning on using some miracle dice to try and keep her alive?
I can only use one though.
She's not objective secured, is she? So
No.
the objective's mine anyway. And even if you use one, then you have to get a double 6, and then I've still got the other bikes to punch you.
Yes. Let's do them one at a time.
Just to be obnoxious. No, she's dead.
She's dead. If I'd got 2 6s then, I would have used the 6 on the third one.
Yeah. Okay, so let's remove her and I will consolidate with the bikes. Okay, so the consolidation happens like that. The bikes have shuffled that way a little bit. That's the end of Space Marines turn 1. I'll also be getting 2 points for engaging all fronts because I'm in 3/4. And I'll be getting 4 for Oath of Bowman because I've got something wholly within 6 of the centre. Well, technically I've got 3 units wholly within 6 of the centre, so I should get 6 points, right? Not just 2. 2 for Oath, and then I killed a vehicle, so that's an extra point, and I didn't fall back off their morale, so that's another point as well, so I got 4 for that. So it's 6 points to 2, and we'll be back after the Sisters of Battle turn 1 command, turn 2 command and movement phase. Right, here we are. The Sisters have had their turn 2 command and movement phase. In the command phase, you got a command point. You got 5 primary points because you had 2 objectives, because we need 2 to 5 points on this one. And then your movement phase, you've done lots of moving and lots of raising banners. So all your Sisters squads there, and over there have all moved on to objectives and stuck banners down, which is cool. Your Sacrosancts and your characters have run over there, and your medic put one of those Sisters back. Your whip lady, whatever she's called, Mistress, has run away from the Terminators. It's probably the right decision. Battle Sisters there have moved forwards a little bit to shoot some stuff, and your what's it called? Exorcist, the organ tank, has moved forward so it can see things and shoot things. Oh, and of course, your Retributors with Melters, got out your Rhino, because now they've got targets they want to shoot at, and your Rhino's sort of lining up a charge into my Tactical Marines, which is interesting. And then, at the end of the movement phase, you drop your Zephyrin, what are they called? Seraphim.
Seraphim are the ones where they've all got melee weapons.
Yes. The jumpy girls. They're coming down in this corner here for engage points and also to be a nuisance. I'm spending 2 CP on all spec scan. I'm going to shoot them. So I don't like nuisance units, so I'm going to shoot them. So I've got 10 bolter shots from a tactical squad, and I will start to shoot you. Okay, so 10 shots hitting on 3s. I can reroll 1s because of bolter fusillades, and I can reroll a hit because of martyr artisans. So that's a 1. That's a failed hit. So I've dropped 2.
Freeze.
And then freeze to wound, because your toughness 3. Oh dear, that wasn't very good. That's, yes, that. Just a 3 at -1, because it's tactical doctrine.
3 4-ups, you say?
3 4-up saves. You're looking at your miracle dice.
Yes.
There's a 4.
No, wait, because it's... Let me just double check my secondary a second.
Okay. Yep, okay, so you're going to spend 1 miracle dice to pass one of them, and then there were 2 others? I think it was 3.
So 2 4-ups.
2 more 4-ups. And you passed them all. Okay, well, that was 2 CP well spent. Cool, okay, alright. Well, shooting phase now, I guess.
Yes,
Where would you like to start?
Yeah, there was a stratagem I could have done at the same time, so when they turned up I could have shot straight away, but I'm not going to do that.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, I suppose you've only got a couple of bolt pistols, haven't you? Because the Inferno pistols are out of range. So, yeah, okay.
We'll start with the shooting phase. We'll start with the Seraphim.
Okay.
Only the plasma pistol and the bolt pistols can shoot. They will shoot back at those guys who had the indecency of shooting at them.
Well, that's fair enough. It was, I was a bit rude.
The plasma pistol is going to supercharge.
Of course it is. This is when you roll a 1 to hit, or you could use a miracle dice to automatically hit.
Because I have plans. I will use the miracle dice for the plasma pistol to hit.
Okay.
I am going to blow my last CP.
Right.
To use it for the wind roll as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's -3. I'm in a ruin. So 5 up save. Or death. So you've killed 1. Okay.
Now we'll do the 4 bolt pistols. And now I'm getting at least 1. And now at least I'm getting some victory points for my secondary. We'll have to work out at the end of the turn.
Yes.
So I'll keep them there as a score.
Yep. Okay. So 4 bolt pistols going in, hitting on 3s.
You didn't kill any.
Oh, we hit twice, I guess. And winning on 4s.
2 saves, please.
Okay.
So 2 ups.
2 ups. They're fine. Okay.
I expected much, but...
We've killed a guy.
Okay, next.
Every little helps.
Next in the shenanigans, that wounded tactical squad is going to say hello to a Stormbolter.
Hello, Stormbolter. I'm guessing this is from the Rhino.
Yep. Just a standard one. It's not an artificer.
So 3s to hit. Because you're in the trees now, so it's all good. And 4s to wound. 3 wounds. Very nice.
Saves.
Okay. 3 ups. One of them's taken a wound.
I've wounded a guy.
You've wounded a guy. Yes.
Okay. Okay. They can't shoot.
No, they're sticking a banner up somewhere.
Yep. So now we will come to the retributors with the melter weapons.
Okay.
All the melter weapons. We're not going to shoot the bolter half of the combi melter because that would be crazy.
Yes.
Why would I give myself -1 to hit? All into the backs.
Sure. Okay. So it's all in melter range. You might as well just do it all at the same time. So you can have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 melter shots.
Well, no, because the melter will hit on 3s, whereas the multi-mortals hit on 4s.
Very true.
So melter first.
It hits.
That hits.
And then 8 multi-melter shots hitting on 4s. This is going to hurt a lot.
I am hoping so.
It will. There's no hoping. It will.
4s. That is.
Well, statistically average.
Only 1. I only lost 1 due to the -1 to moving. That is acceptable.
Okay, and then they're all winning on 3s because toughness 5. So 4 wounds.
I can't see P reroll.
Well, I don't get a save, so they've all gone through. So yeah, d6 damage. Each one's +2, 1 at a time. So 5. Yep. So that'll kill 1.
7.
Lots. That's another one dead. That's another one dead. And oh look, you've killed them all. Well, that was fun. See, this is why I wanted to kill that rhino, because then I could have killed them before they got out in your turn.
Oh well, it happens.
But the Emperor protected that rhino and the sisters inside it. So okay, that was good.
Mistress of Repentance is like, she may be running away from Terminators, but she's just going to go...
She's shooting them as she's running off. Cool, go for it. Bolt pistol.
Doesn't it?
Well, she's too busy running off.
We will come back to the Exorcist.
Okay.
I think.
They're putting banners up. Have your characters got any guns?
Yes, but bolt pistols, so they might not be in range.
Well, yeah, because you can't see the Terminators because there's a ruin in the way. Yeah. And there's probably nothing else in range. Okay.
No, and it'll be the same with Sacrosanct because they've got bolt pistols.
So you've got half of that unit, which you can see the Terminators. Like, literally the 5 out of that side, and your tank, and that's it. Not much shooting this turn. Lots of banner raising.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the 5 that can shoot. 2 Stormbolters. I wish I had a CP. And
blessed bolts.
And 3 bolt guns.
Okay, so you've got...
Not in rapid fire range, sadly.
No. Well, you probably want to start with the Stormbolters, because... Actually, I've got a guy wounded, so maybe you want to start with your bolters. I've got a guy on a wound.
We'll start with the... You're actually right. We will start with the bolters. 3 bolters.
3 bolters. Okay, hitting on 3s. Well, 1 hit. Well, it might be enough. You're winning on 4s. It wounds. It's a 2 up save. Oh, nearly. Okay, and then you got 4 Stormbolter shots from the 2 Stormbolters. On 3s. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. 2 hits.
And then 4s to wound.
Yes.
I'm going to miracle dice 1 of them.
Okay. And then you wound another one. Okay. There's no AP on, I think, is there?
No.
Okay, so 2 to ups, but each one's damaged 2. They're fine. Okay.
It was worth a try.
It was worth a go, and now all you got left now is your Tank of Doom.
Yeah.
Because they're all busy sticking banners.
How do I want to do it? We're going to shoot everything into the Terminators. Effing
into the Terminators. Okay,
yeah.
That's fair enough. They're Terminators, you want to kill them?
Heavy bolter first.
Okay.
Now, well, moving on.
Well, to be fair, there isn't one on the model. That's probably why it missed. They forgot to put it on the front of the tank. 3D shots with your missiles. That's looking good, though. That's 8 shots.
One short of max.
Yes, that's looking very tasty. Hitting on freeze. This is going to hurt.
Yep.
Or at least it should do. Dropped a few.
Dropped 3. 4.
4. Yeah, that could have been better. What's the strength though?
8.
8. Okay, 2s. Ooh.
Getting the tray.
So 3. And the AP is
-2, sadly.
So 4s. Okay. Oh, each one's failed though. What's the damage?
D6.
Okay, well one will kill the guards on the wound.
So we won't bother on that
Won't
one.
bother with that one. Next one is 1. And then
1.
And then 1. Oh dear, that couldn't have been much worse.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But I do now only have 2 Terminators left there next to my characters, which is a problem. But okay, that's your shooting phase.
It is.
Is there going to be a charge phase?
Well, not quite.
No, oh yes, you've got cherubs if you want to ban them.
But do I really want to try shooting the Mighty Mars? I mean,
well, you can shoot the tactical marines, and there's a chaplain in a ruin. But you might be within 3 of my dreadnoughts. So I don't know if you can shoot them or not.
you know what?
Or there's an apothecary.
No, you won't be. Your apothecary won't be in range.
24.
Yeah.
You probably will.
That looks too far.
Yep, the mighty metals are in range. You're burning a cherub baby and you're shooting an apothecary. You're hitting on 4s though at least because you moved.
Yeah.
Which could save the apothecary. Because you've hit once. Okay. Winning on 2s.
Definitely wounds.
Okay, D6 damage. 2.
That's disappointing.
It
Should have
is.
used a miracle dice like. Never mind.
6 up shrugs. He takes 2 wounds. Yeah, that could have gone really well and you could have gotten him up off tree, which would have been very good actually. Because I'm hoping you'll run over there and pick a Terminator up in a minute. Hopefully. I left him a bit exposed as my Terminators ran off to kill some Repentia.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I failed to get models on that objective. Because your bikes...
You were too good at killing them. So you couldn't charge them, unfortunately. And my bikes were in the way, so you couldn't have moved onto it in your movement phase.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Oh well.
But you are on lots of objectives. That's literally the only one you're not on. So
yeah.
I've got a lot to remove to get you off for primaries, basically. Charges. Did you want to charge the Rhino into both my tactical squads?
Yes, we will be doing that.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan to me.
Would you like to overwatch against the Rhino?
Nope. I've only got 2 CP left. I'm not wasting it on 6s to hit. I've already wasted 2 on Auspex scan.
It's in.
It was -2 to your charge, but 2 inches is still enough, so cool.
Beep beep. And
Handbrake turn into them. Oh, that was
and
7, wasn't it?
And the Surfing are going to charge those Marines.
Okay, so that's a 9-inch charge.
Yes, conveniently.
You have 2 miracle dice that add up to a 9.
Yes.
Can you use 2 on one thing, or can you only use 1 at a time?
Yeah, because it's a single roll.
So you can use them both.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. You're gonna use them both tonight, or did you want to save some for next turn to score points?
I am going to use both because I got 1 at the end of the shooting phase anyway. So
because you killed a unit. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a 1. Might be useful for that.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so they're automatically in, are they? Right.
Yep.
Any more charges?
That will be it.
Okay.
Did you want to overwatch the Surfing?
No, they've already tried shooting at them and failed miserably when they're hitting on freeze.
Okay, would you like to move them in?
Gladly. Well, not gladly, but I'll do it.
Yes.
What are you going to start your fighting with?
We'll start with the Surfing.
Yeah.
Because why not?
I'll pile them in for you like that. There you go. Their bases on these rocks are not a good idea. Right, okay, they're there. What are you starting with, a power sword?
We'll start with the power sword.
Nice, okay.
Hitting on freeze.
Very nice.
6s explode.
years because of your passion. Oh, she's got a 6. Which is just well because 1 missed. So you've hit 3 times.
Wounding on 4s because strength 4.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Well, that was unfortunate. And then you've got... How much do the other sisters have? Just 1 attack each?
2 attacks each.
Okay, so you've got 8 gun butts, essentially.
Yep. So, freeze.
Yes. And exploding 6s.
So, I get 1 miss back with the exploding 6s.
Yep, and then you're reading on 5s for these, I'm guessing.
Yep. So, only strength 3. And of course, they can wound.
2 free up saves.
2 up the saves.
Oh, I've had 1. This 1 is down to a wound.
I'm a little disappointed in that.
Yeah, I would be as well. It was almost as disappointing as my Auspex game.
Do you want to interrupt, or shall I just go for the Rhino?
No, you go for the Rhino. It's fine. You can ram me with your 3 attacks hitting on 6s. Go for it. With 6s explode, yeah.
No.
No. Okay, right. I'll just punch you back off camera because this probably isn't going to do anything. I've done the fight backs with my tactical squads into the Rhino. Took 2 wounds off you, which was expected. I wasn't expecting to do any more. These tactical marines here are going to punch your girls that are in the air back. How they're going to do it, I don't know. But
I'm a little disappointed in those girls. I was expecting them to kill at least 1.
Master Artisans. I've only got 1 hit. Okay. Interesting.
Freeze.
Freeze, because your only toughness 3. Oh dear, this could be bad for you. 6 free ups.
He's fine.
I mean, there's 5 of you, you should be alright. But you never know.
True, with my rolls.
Dice can be cruel at times.
Let's see. Our survey says...
They're all absolutely fine. Nice.
That combat continues.
It does. Well, they all do. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. Nice.
Yes, that means...
Yeah, we'll work out your points. I won't get any primary points because I'm only on 1 objective. You blew me off my second one. So I get no primary points, which is a shame. But next turn should be fun. Yep. So we'll work out your points, work out more points, do the Space Marines command and movement phase, and then we'll be back. Okay, here we are at the end of turn 2 for end of turn 2 command and movement phase for the Space Marines. I got a command point. I got no victory points for primary because I only had 1. Because you killed me off for that one. So I've done lots of moving and command phase stuff. My chapter master rerolls have gone onto my Terminator squad. My litanies, the same litanies that were on the Devastators, have gone to the Terminators. Buffed them up. My apothecary ran over. Terminators came this way, healed the Terminator, picked 1 up. So that's hoping to keep them alive a little bit longer. And I've got my little character bubble here. My lieutenants come to join them. My vulnerable dreadnought has come back this way. Because there's multi-melters there, I want to shoot them with my assault cannon. Over here, I've kept 1 unit in combat with the Rhino and fallen 1 back. Basically, so you can't then just charge both of them next turn again. So that's that. Kept this tactical squad in combat with your Zephyrin, or whatever they're called. The plan is to shoot the Devastators at something and then charge the Devastators in just to punch them to death, basically. And then they'll all be free to shoot stuff next turn. Going around to this flank, the Razorbacks moved a little bit further forward so I can storm bolt with some sisters. They can hit the Dreadnoughts, move towards the sisters so I can shoot and punch some. And the Stoneguard Veterans got out the Razorback before it moved, obviously. Came through here and they're going to hopefully clear off of this objective here. Because their Storm Bolters are now AP free because the technical dots are in.
Wow.
And they're quite good in combat as well. So that unit should be dead. That unit should be dead. She should be dead. And hopefully they're going to be dead. That's the plan. And I've got lots of Lascans which could possibly kill that.
Possibly.
Let's see what happens. Let's start with 4 bolt pistols from these guys into your sisters, because that's the only target they've got, so let's do that. Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s, and I've got Master Artisans. I've hit it 4 times.
3s?
I'll wound you on 3s. I've got 3 wounds. 3, you're in cover actually, so 3 2-ups.
Excellent.
Excellent, indeed. And you've rolled 2 1s. Oh dear. Right, moving over to my vulnerable Dreadnought. He's going to shoot everything at your Retribuces, starting with the Assault Cannon. It hits you on 2s. And I'm rerolling 1s because I'm next to the Capitan, or Chapter Master. Set every time. He's running you on 2s. I'm rerolling 1s because he's next to the Lieutenant. The 6 will be an extra AP because of my Chapter Master's Warlord trait. And then I've got 5 at AP 1. So I've got 5 5 4-ups and 1 5-up.
Okay, let's do the 5-up first.
So that's 1 dead. And then 5 4-ups.
Need to pass at least 2 of these.
So that's just 2 more dead. So I've killed 3 in total. Okay, that's not bad.
Killed a superior this time.
And then the Storm Bolter. Both hits. Reroll the 1 because Lieutenant. 2 wounds. I've got a 6 to get on the wound roll, so that will be -2 because of the Tactical Doctrine. So 1 5-up and 1 4-up. So that's good. And then a 4-up. Another 1 dead.
Not a
So
problem.
there's 1 left. Okay. What else can I point towards it there? My chaplain is in that ruin. Therefore he can shoot out of that ruin. My chaplain is going to shoot the final retributor. He hits some freeze. Bolter Fusiliers. Master Artisans. 3 hits. Running on freeze. I've got 2 6s for extra AP.
You really need that.
So 2 at -2s, 2 5-ups and 1 4-up.
Let's say 4.
Save from the 4-up, and then you need 2 5s now, or 6s. No, she's dead, unfortunately. Okay, so that worked just about. That was efficient.
Oh, well, that's a miracle dice for me.
It is, yes. Right, okay. Terminator Squads. Now I'm going to shoot at the Mistress. So I've got 3 Storm Bolters, all rapid firing, hitting on 2s and wounding on 2s because of my litanies, and re-rolling all the hits, obviously, because of Chapter Master, but I've got Bolter Fusiliers anyway. But either way, I'm re-rolling. So everything's hit. And I'm winning on 2s. I'm re-rolling 1s because Lieutenant. There's lots of 1s. Glad Lieutenant's there. Okay, so everything's wounded. I've got 2  6s. So that'd be 2 at -2. And then 10 at -1.
And 10 at -1.
She might be dying. Might.
Yeah, it's looking particularly likely, so...
2 at -2.
So 2 5-ups.
Okay, so she's lost 2 wounds. And then 10 4-ups.
Come on. Emperor protects now.
No, she's dead.
Oh dear.
Okay. Cool. Assassinate points.
Yeah, because I don't have any CP or 2 miracle dice to say at the end of the phase. You thought you killed her. She's back.
No, she's dead. Okay. Let's shoot my Chapter Master at those sisters there. Let's do that.
Remembering you can only win them on 4+.
I can, but I'm going to shoot them anyway. So he hits on 2s. I can roll 1s because of Bolter Fusiliers. He's hit every time. Funny that. He's winning on 4s because of your thing. So just the 2. But 1 is at an extra AP. So 1 5-up and 1 4-up. Yeah, got many dice.
Yep. 5-up first.
1 fails, and then a 4-up. Saved. Okay, so he's killed 1 of them. Okay.
So the one the medic brought back has just died.
Yes. Right, we did the shrugs. 1 of them survived, so I only killed 1 of them in the end. The Neo Volkite pistol from my lieutenant is going to shoot them as well. So he hits on 2s, like that, and he wins on 4s because of your stratagem, like that. There's no AP, so just 1 3-up, but it's damage 2 if you need the shrugs, which you don't. Okay, cool. Let's shoot my Contemptor. I'm going to shoot the Storm Bolter at the gulls in front. I'm going to shoot the Multi-Melter. I'm going to start shooting your Sacrosants. You need to start whittling them down. So let's do the Multi-Melter first. On freeze. Master Artisans. Oh, only hits once. Wounds on 2s. Doesn't wound. He's out of lieutenant range. Okay, that's unfortunate.
Excellent.
Storm Bolter into the sisters though. Yep. And 4s because of your thing. 3 4s. Okay. 3 at -1. It's a tactical doctrine.
3 4-ups.
Yep. And then 2 shrugs from your hospitaller, or whatever she's called. So 2 of them die.
Yep.
Okay.
That's going to be a problem.
Okay, moving on to my Razorback. The Stormbolter is going to go into the Sister Squad, and the las cannon is going to shoot your Sacrosaurus. Let's start with the las cannons, actually. So hitting on 3s, Master Artisans. So both hit. Winning on 2s. 1 wound, so you got 1, I'm assuming it's a 4+ invulnerable save on the Sacrosaurus.
Yeah,
because of the Storm Shields. Yeah.
Yep.
So 1 4-up. One of them dies. Oh, shrugs actually. D6 damage. For 1 damage. Oh dear. No, 1 dies.
You kill 1. Let's kill the one who's shield broke.
And then I've got my Storm Bolter going into the smaller squad of Sisters. Bolter Fusiliers. Let's reroll that. Winning on 4s because of your strat. 2 4-ups on those Sisters. 1 of them dies. Okay. Slowly whittling them down bit by bit.
Very slowly whittling.
I'm
going to have to start King Stormbolters, I think.
Right, the Devastators are going to shoot the...
What?
Okay, moving on to the Devastator squad. They're going to shoot everything at the Sacrosaurus. And my sergeant's telling my plasma cannon to hit better, so he's going to hit on 2s. I'm going to supercharge the plasma cannon because you've got shrugs and things, basically. And I am, because it's blast, I'm going to get maximum shots, or minimum 3, which is the maximum shots for plasma cannon, because there's at least 6 in the unit. So let's do the plasma cannon first. Hitting on 2s. All hit.
I was hoping to see 3 1s there.
Well, if I had a 1, I'd just re-roll it with Master Artisans. But if I had 2 1s, then I wouldn't bother, because he'd be dead anyway. Winning on 2s, well, that's lovely. 3 invulnerable saves, sir.
3 4-ups. Let's see.
Oh, you failed all 3, so you got 3 lots of 2 shrugs. So you just roll them all twice, I guess.
Yep. So,
looking for 6s. You got a 6, so roll the 6 again. No, sweet. Plasma cannon's killed 3 of them.
It's going to be a bit of an issue.
I've got 2 las cannons. Master Artisans, re-roll that. So they both hit. And they both wound, so you got 2 more 4+ invulnerable saves. Don't worry about the building, I'll sort it out. And another one well, it's D6 damage. You've got shrugs and things. Oh, just a 1. So 1 shrug. Kills another one. And then let's do a crap missile quickly while you're here. Which misses. Okay, so 1 more. And then I've got the bolt gun into your sister squad. Which hits once. Doesn't wound. Okay, that's them done. Okay, onto my Predator Annihilator. It's going to shoot all 4 las cannons. I was thinking about your tank, but I'm going to shoot them into the Sacrosaurus. So hit on 3s. I've hit every time. Didn't even need Master Artisans. I'm winning on 2s. 3. Call a CP one of those. Yeah, let's spend a CP. Oh, I rolled a 1 into a 1. Brilliant. 3 4+ invulnerable saves on your Sacrosaurus.
So how many was that in?
Just 3. 3 4-ups. I want them to die. Oh, they've all failed. Okay, damages.
That could be a problem.
It could be, but those are going to survive. First one will have 6 shrugs. You might as well just remove 1. Unless you want to roll it.
We'll roll it. Let's see how good it gets.
Oh, well, yeah, she's dead.
One
right.
dead.
Second one. 2 shrugs. This one's doable. Not like that though.
No.
The next one, 2 shrugs. Nearly. Okay, so I've killed 3 more. Right, my Stern Guard veterans that are there, and I'm going to shoot those sisters right in front of them. So I'm hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s with Bolter Fusiliers, and rerolling 1 because of Master Artisans. And I'm winning you on 3s. Oh dear. So that's 5, but it'll be at -3 because of the tactical doctrine. So 5, I'm assuming 6 up invulnerable saves?
Yes.
Well, 6 up saves either way, isn't it? 5 6-ups. You make one of them. Okay, so 4 of those have fallen. Right, we're into the charge phase. I'm going to charge my vulnerable dreadnought here into your rhino. I need a 10. So let's try and do this. I've got a 12.
Really?
I do apologise. But that should hopefully remove that problem. So that's good. Contemptor Dreadnought needs a 4 to get into the sisters in front of him. It's a 10.
I would have loved it.
My charge rolls this game are just ridiculous.
I would have loved to get guys, just because.
And then my Stern Guard are going into those sisters there, a 7. All my charge rolls have been really good this game. And apart from that one, they haven't really needed to be. Okay, I'm going to start with my Stern Guard veterans. And my sergeant's going to fist some sisters. He's got 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. I've got Master Artisans, so I've hit you twice. And I'll wound you on 2s. 2 6-up invulnerable saves.
Yes.
So he's killed 2. And then I've got 5 other guides, all of them 3 attacks because they charged.
Let's just keep a tally for now.
Yeah. Okay, hitting on 3s. No rerolls, which is a shame because I've missed a lot. Wounding on 3s. 5 3-ups.
5 3-ups?
Yes.
Not going to use miracle dice because I ain't going to. I might get around to using the second one, but with only a 5 and a 1, not worth it.
No, you might need the 1 in a minute.
Yep.
That's a really weirdly cocked dice. So I've killed 1 with the punches. How many did I kill with the power fist?
So that's 3 so far.
So I've killed 3. Well, that's them done. So I've only killed 3. That's annoying. I thought they'd all be dead. Yep. Okay. Right. Are you going to interrupt anywhere? I'm guessing you're not going to bother.
Well, as I ain't got ECP...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
I ain't going to be able to, am I? So let's kill 3 over here. Expecting that squad to die.
Yes, hopefully. Contemptor punching your sisters there. So I've got 5.
You're still wounding 4+.
I am still winning on 4s, unfortunately.
Because my movement phase hasn't come yet.
But I'm punching you and hitting you on 3s, and I've got Master Artisans, so I've hit every time. Winning on 4s because of your thing. Oh dear, just 2. So 2 6-up invulnerable saves.
How much damage are these?
3 each. You've made one of them, and then you got 3 6-up shrugs.
I'll laugh if I get all 3.
Oh, nearly. Okay, so he's killed 1 of them.
That's not the end of the world.
This combat phase is underwhelming. And yeah, I forgot to charge my Devastators. Okay, never mind. Mistakes were made.
And they now get taken out of shrug range.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter now because I can't really hit them again this time.
No.
Right, oh, I keep dropping.
But they're probably going to run.
Keep dropping dice. Vulnerable Dreadnought, punching your Rhino. Hit on 2s because he's vulnerable. He's hit every time. He's winning on 2s because he's Dreadnought with a fist. He's winning every time. You got 5 6-up invulnerable saves on your Rhino. And each one's a flat 3 damage.
The Emperor protects.
I don't think he will this time. It's dead. Do you want to see if it blows up?
Yeah.
Please don't.
I would love it to, because that would really...
No.
Oh.
Okay, so Rhino's dead. At least I've killed something in the fight phase. Okay.
Can you give me a miracle dice?
Yes. I will consolidate with my vulnerable, and then you can hit me back with your jumpy sisters that I forgot to charge with the Devastators. Silly me.
Yep.
Yep, so here the jumpy sisters hitting my Marines, so hitting on 2s. So you've hit twice. This is just the power sword, isn't it?
Yep.
And you're winning on 4s. You can also do 1, okay. And then do another one. So
no 6s hit, sadly, which was disappointing.
So I failed 2 saves. Okay, so you killed the guy that was on wound, and we did another one. Nice work. And then you got 2 other sisters punching me with their guns or something.
Yep. on 2s, no exploding 6s again. Disappointing.
And running on 5s. You got a wound through. Saves. Okay. No one else punch you back.
Yep.
They hit every time. And they've wounded you 3 times. 3 free-ups. Oh, I've killed 3 of them. There's only 3 left. And you haven't got any command points.
No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You've killed the unit. That's really annoying.
It is. And sort of forgetting to charge the Devastators, I don't mind now. So that was lucky.
That's fine, because it means I'm not maxing engage anymore.
No, but I'm not either though, because I don't think I can really get over there anytime soon. So, okay. Well, I'll let you do your fights for your sisters off camera, because it probably won't do much, and then we'll sum up the turn. Right, here we are at the end of command and movement phase for sisters turn 3. At the end of turn 2, we did do the morale. You spent a miracle dice to auto pass with your sacrosanct, because you had a 1. You failed with both your other squads, and just 1 fled from each. So that wasn't too bad. And then in your command phase, you maxed your primary because you were on 4 objectives, and I was only on 2. So you're putting ahead on the points, and you had 4 banners. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And of course, I got 2 for my sister's secondary at the end of your turn as well.
Yes, so
For burning up 2 miracle dice.
Yes, so you're currently on 35 points to my 14. And if you kill that Dreadnought, I won't be getting any primary. So, yes.
That is the plan.
Yes, so
maybe
it's going to be a late charge, I think, for me to try and get back into this on the points, because I'm killing stuff, but I'm not scoring.
And then...
So I need to start scoring more.
You want me to sum up my movement and command phase then?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, let's start all the way over here.
Yes.
This Battle Sister Squad has moved closer so they can get something to shoot at, because they've raised the banner now, so they might as well get stuck in.
Yep.
The Exorcist has decided we need to try and take that objective, so hence where it's gone. The squad that's on here has moved to get better fire positions.
Yep.
Characters and the Sacrosanct came up. The medic brought 3 of the Sacrosanct back. So my only CP that I gained at the start of command phase is gone.
It's probably your best well-spent CP of the game, that, as well, to be honest, bringing 3 Sacrosancts back.
And I have also...
And are they all staying in combat?
Yeah, none of them pulling out. And I also triggered the Rapturous Blows ability with a 6 on the Miracle dice on my Canoness. So all 6s to wound to the start of my next command phase.
Oh, mortal wounds.
Deal a mortal wound in addition.
Nice, and that's just in combat, isn't it?
Yes.
With a sword. Okay, cool. Okay, alright. So that was your movement. Shooting. Do you want to start shooting some stuff?
Yeah, so let's just start with the shooting, shall we? So
yes.
We'll go in reverse order to the movement and command phase. We'll start with the 2 sisters there.
Yep, with some bolt pistols into my Stone Guard veterans, I'm guessing.
Yes. Hitting on 2s.
Yes. Lovely, both hit.
Wounding on 4s.
Indeed.
2
wounds, very nice.
2 armor saves, please.
I'm fine.
Okay, now for the Dreadnought.
Both hit.
Again.
5 to wound. Nope.
Nope, but worth a go.
Worth a go.
Okay, let's see if we've got anything in range over here for the characters. Well, they can all shoot the Terminators, technically.
They're behind the ruin and you're behind the ruin.
So they won't be
that one can see.
So she'll have a shot. She hits.
Yep.
And...
Doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound, and she can't reroll her own wounds.
No, I think your Canoness can just about see them as well, to be fair.
She'll have a go then. Yeah.
Yeah, she hits some 2s, yep. I'm assuming she's only got a bolt pistol.
Yep.
No, so
that's not going to wound.
And the Sacrosancts haven't got any guns, have they? Or have they?
They've got bolt pistols.
Okay, well they can't shoot the Terminators because there's a building in the way. Can't shoot the Chapter Master because he's next to the Terminators. They can shoot the Razorback if they're in range.
Which means the medic can also shoot the Razorback.
Yes.
So we'll do the medic first.
Okay.
She hits.
Nice.
She wounds as well.
Oh wow. Oh wow. What a medic. Oh my god, the medic's even took a wound off the Razorback.
Shot out one of the windscreens.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan moment. Okay. Cool.
And now 5 Sacrosancts.
Yes, I think they're all in range. We'll check in a minute, but they probably won't do anything anyway. But you never know.
Hang on 2s for these.
Yes.
So they all hit.
Nice.
I get reroll 1s and reroll 1s anyway with the cannons. And the Palatine respectively.
Just, well, you got some 1s then, so you can re-roll them. So you managed to get 3 wounds.
3 armor saves, please.
Of course. And another 2 wounds have come off of it. Wow, okay. Bolt pistols are really good in this game. Mine were quite good as well, to be fair.
Ding, 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 ding.
Bolt pistols are the way to go. Apparently they're the best weapon in 40k apparently is a bolt pistol. I thought it was a las pistol myself, but, you know. Or maybe an auto pistol.
What's the difference?
The name.
Yeah, now.
You got your tank and you got your battle sisters. What's the plan with them?
Okay. We'll come back to them.
Okay.
We will do as a tank.
Okay. And what's he shooting at?
Okay, the heavy bolters going into the Terminators.
Right.
Because they are annoying me.
Yeah, they're the...
Or do I want to try and shoot those tactical marines at the back?
You could do if you wanted to.
No, Terminators, stick with the plan.
Okay. And what are the missiles going into?
The Dread.
The Dreadnought, of course. Okay. Cool.
Why not?
Because I don't want you to?
Tough.
Okay.
So heavy bolt first.
Okay, into the Terminators. Nice. So you're hitting on freeze. Oh.
One.
Well, that was
Very consistent.
Yes. Well, yeah, it wasn't very good last turn. You got a wound though. So 3 up. They're fine.
Okay, the missile launcher.
Yes.
I think I'm going to have to invest in some Devastators.
Yeah, they look pretty good. So, what's that? 6 shots for the missiles.
Yep. Depressingly familiar. Let's see if we can make these convert.
Yeah, you've had 6 before and they haven't done much. That's looking better though. You've only dropped 1 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wounding on, what's the strength of it? 8, isn't it? So freeze. So what's that? 3. Okay, AP 2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So 5 ups. So I've made 2 of them.
And
okay.
one goes through.
That's D6 damage, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
-1 because of your thing.
Yes. So,
Becomes 2 damage.
2 damage. 6 up shrugs. Okay. 2 wins left on the Dreadnought. Okay, it's alive, which is good.
Okay.
But you do have lots of bolt guns.
This squad into the Dread. It's a full squad, so why not?
Yep, fair enough. And they're all in rapid fire range too, which is always nice.
We'll do the Storm Bolters first because...
Well, the damage 2 is irrelevant. You might as well do them all at the same time.
Yep. 1.
Because they're all spent 4 AP dash, aren't they?
3, 4,
More dice.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Cool. Yes, full squad, so only hit on 3s. I haven't killed any of them yet.
Yep, not yet.
Not yet. So hit on 3s and then winning on 5s. Here we go. That looks pretty good.
That is looking very good, actually.
Right, lots of hits. Didn't bother counting them, but there was lots winning on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 5. 5. I see 5s and 6s.
Yep, 5s.
Okay. No AP, so 3 ups. Okay. I've got 2 wounds left.
You do have trucks.
Command point. Oh. Okay.
You need the shrugs.
Shrugs. No, he's dead. Damn it.
Does he blow up?
No. Well, yeah. Okay. Fine. He's dead. You've killed a Dreadnought. That's not very nice.
Yes. And has knocked you off that objective. Which means those Battle Sisters.
I've just realised I probably should have popped smoke with my Dreadnought, but never mind, I forgot.
So the last Battle Sister squad's going to shoot Terminators. It's not in far range.
New. But they can all see them now, so okay.
We'll start with the Stormbolters.
Yes.
Because it actually matters now.
Yes, it does.
We'll take these out. Let's see. So 1 doesn't hit. Pity I didn't have an extra CP.
Yes.
For the mortal wounds, but never mind.
They all wound, don't they?
Yeah,
so,
3 armor saves, each one of those who's 2 damage.
2 ups. They're fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So 4 hits. Now you're winning on 4s. 3 wounds get through this time. 3 2-ups. One of them takes a wound. What is it? I've actually got a 6-up shrug. Apothecary. Yep, one of them takes a wound. Okay. Fine.
That is that.
That's your gun. Should have popped smoke with Dreadnought. Forgot. So I don't use Space Marines very often, because most of the armies I use, I pop smoke in my turn, not when I'm getting shot at.
Yeah.
It takes some getting used to.
Oh yeah, because your other armies are still on 8-fed codexes, so you haven't been retrograded yet.
Well, apart from Thousand Suns, but I don't normally take tanks with them very often that are smoke launchers, so I don't really think about it.
That'll be the end of my shootings.
Yes, okay. Any charges?
And there will be some chargings.
Okay.
Because...
I'm guessing some of them.
Oh yeah, there will be some charging over here, because I'd be foolish not to.
Yes. Right, there's going to be some charges, lots of charges. What's going where first?
Okay, Canoness is going to charge a Chapter Master.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Warlord on Warlord time.
Yes, I think she needs 6 when I measured up a minute ago. So, yes. I think it was just under 7. I think it was a 7 for your Palatine if she goes that way. But I think your Canoness is a 7, 6 even. Yep, 6. Cool. Okay. Let's see if she makes it in. Right, needing a 6. Miracle dice. Okay, she's in. Right.
7 in charge.
Nice. And then who's going where now?
Palatine's going to go into the Terminators.
Okay, so she's a 7.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't have an icon, so I can't use a miracle dice for her. But this is the one that I'm not too fussed if I fail.
No, because she's okay in combat, but not amazing.
She fails.
She fails. Okay.
That's not the end of the world.
And then your Sacrosancts are going where?
Into the Dreadnought.
Okay, so it's probably like a 4 or something. It's not very far away. Let's roll and we'll measure. Yeah, it's an 8 there in. Cool. Is your hospital going anywhere, or is she just going to stand there and heal people?
She's going to stand there because she'll still get the protection from the Sacrosancts, and she still protects the Sacrosancts.
Yes. Okay, cool. Right, we're starting the fight phase. You're going to start with the Canoness. You've sacrificed some wounds to make her a bit more deadly, basically, with mortal wounds. And you hit them on 2s.
Mm-hmm. Re-rolling because of shizzles.
So you got a 1, you said you can re-roll. Okay. Nice. 4 hits. And you're winning on 3s because you spent more than 4.
Yep. And there is a 6 as well.
Okay, so they're all mortal wounds.
Plus normal damage.
And that's an extra mortal wound because it's a 6, isn't it, or something?
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 9 mortal wounds.
9? How's it 9? So each wound is a mortal wound, yeah?
Each wound is 2 mortal wounds, and the 6 is...
2 mortal wounds?
Yes, because I burned 2 life.
Okay, so it's 9 mortal wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 saves.
At -3. 2 damage a time.
Okay, well, let's do the invulnerable saves. Okay, so 2 of them go through at 2 damage a time. So I've got 13 shrugs from the apothecary.
Yep.
Okay, I think he might be dead.
I'm hoping he's dead.
Yes, he's dead. Right, you've killed my chapter master. Okay, that was fun.
I had to lose 2 wounds to do it.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. It means I can potentially kill her now. So, assassinate points. Yay. My lieutenant's standing there with his sword.
Yep, and now we'll do the Sacrosancts.
Okay, go for it. So what have they got? 3 attacks each or something? Okay, Sacrosancts, 3 attacks with the spear from the superior sergeant lady.
Hit on 2s.
And you roll 2 1s. Nice.
Not close enough to reroll 1s.
You...
For the hits.
but you're wounding on, I'm guessing, 5s? Because it's not going to be strength plus 4, is it?
No, strength 6.
Yeah, so 5s. But you can reroll the 1. And you got a 1, so you get another go. You get it. What's AP?
And you take a mortal wound, because they're within 12 of the canoness.
Okay, and what's the AP?
And...
I've got a 5.
-3.
So that's okay, so that goes through. What's damage?
Only 2.
Which goes down to 1, so I've lost 2 wounds.
With a mortal wound.
Yes. So it's done a 7 so far. And then you've got your axes coming through from the Sacrosantes.
4 halberds. So 2 attacks each.
Halberds, axes, pointy sticks, whatever you want to call them.
Here we go.
Weapons of the Emperor. 2s. Nice.
Wow.
Well, there's lots of 6s, which explode because of your thing.
Yeah.
The passion. Very passionate, these ladies.
And these are also wounding on 5s.
Cool.
And also -3, but these are only 1 damage.
Okay. The other thing was only 1 damage anyway, because I'm a dreadnought.
Yep.
So just 2?
Should have used a miracle dice on 1, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to kill me, I've got 7 wounds. So it's -3, isn't it, you said?
Yeah, 2 -3 with a mortal wound.
Okay, 6s. Okay, so I'll take 1 wound and take a mortal wound. So I've done a 5 wounds on the Contemptor. Okay. That's your charging unit's done now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's hit you with my lieutenant. No, actually, no. That's a silly idea. Let's hit those 2 ladies over there, my veterans.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sergeant was Pacifist on 4s, Master Artisans, and 2s, 2 6s, and there's 2 sisters. And they're going to get punched in a minute by the other guys.
I'm going to use miracle dice anyway, because that will net me a point at the end of the turn.
Okay. Okay, so one of them dies, and then I've got...
So the icon bell will now fall down.
I've got 5 other guys on 3s. And 3s. 4 free-up saves. So I'm obviously staying in the tactical doctrine. So she dies as well.
You wipe the squad.
Just about. Okay.
Means you potentially get to kick the banner now.
Well, I do right now.
That's when my banner's gone.
So let's do that. Right, the Stone Guard consolidated, ripped down the banner. You hit my Dreadnought with your 2 sisters there and did nothing. My Lieutenant is now going to hit your Canoness with his Mastercrafted Power Sword. He hits every time.
Yes.
He'll be winning you on 3s, I believe. Well, the one definitely doesn't wound. So, yes, 4 invulnerable saves.
4 4-ups. I expected to die now.
Yes, because 2 damage a pop.
Unless I get all 4.
Well, if you get 3, you'll be alright. You've only saved 2, so it's 4 damage, you're dead.
She did.
Cool, and she's your Warlord, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's 4 points for me, thank you very much.
Well, I took your Warlord with it, so it's worth it.
It's a fair trade, I guess, except for I get points for it and you don't.
And I get a miracle dice.
Yes, you do. I'm not going to consolidate with him, he can stay there. My Contemptor he got charged, because you charged him. He's going to punch some Sacrosantes.
Fair enough. Pity I can't make you -1 to hit.
Master Artisans, hit you 3 times. I'm reading them on 2s. Yep, probably should have consolidated Lieutenant a bit nearer. Never mind. 2 invulnerable saves.
2 4-ups.
1 goes through, you'll get 3 6-up shrugs, because it's 3 damage.
Let's see.
Oh, nearly, but no, 1's dead. And that is the end of the fight phase. So we'll do that, and we'll work some stuff out, and then do the Space Marines movement for turn 3. Right, here we are at the end of the Space Marines Turn 3 Commander and Moving phase. We added up all the points and stuff. It's currently 38-24 to the Sisters of Battle. So I've got 14 points to catch up on, but there are some turns to do it, so it's fine. Playing the long game. In the command phase, I didn't have a Chapter Master to do any rerolls, but you did turn off my Lieutenant's aura with your Palatine. That one.
Yeah, the Lieutenant, effectively.
The Lieutenant. Lieutenant annoyed the Lieutenant. My Chaplain did get both his litanies off again, though. The same two as before. They're on the Terminators. My Apothecary healed himself, healed a Terminator, and brought back a Terminator. So, yeah, my Apothecary's working overtime. Then again, so was yours earlier. So, all is well and good. As for movement, these two tactical squads have moved slightly. These are now out of the difficult terrain, ready to get on their next turn. They've slowly shuffled forwards. Over here, there's been a shuffle as well. Mainly that way, so I can shoot stuff. I've spent 2 CP on steady advance on the Devastators, so they can shoot as if they remain stationary. So in other words, not getting -1 to hit. My tanks have done a little shuffle, just so they can shoot your tank. And my characters and my Terminators have moved towards your Sacrosants and characters over here. Dreadnought stayed in combat, so we can shoot and punch stuff. My Stern Guard have stayed still, because they're all actually just about in range of those sisters over there. Because they've got 30-inch range. And if they stand still, they can rapid fire. So that's a thing. So, yeah. So that's
Maybe I don't get that.
Yeah. You just get damage 2 and blessed bolts. You don't need bolt with discipline.
It would be so much nicer.
It would be. So let's start the shooting phase. I'm going to start with the Dreadnought because he's only got a couple of targets. Let's put the Storm Bolter into those 2 sisters and the Multi-Melter into the Sacrosants. Multi-Melter.
-1 to hit. Did you find a heavy weapon?
But it's fine. They both hit anyway. And they both wound. 4+ invulnerable saves on the Sacrosants. You've got to say Sacrosant in a French accent to make it really work. Sacrosant. You can't say it any other way.
We're gonna spend the miracle dice on the first one.
Okay, so you've auto-passed 1 and failed the next one.
How much damage is it?
D6 plus 2. 8.
Well,
if you make 8 6s and keep 1 alive, that will truly be a miracle. And I will actually let you have a miracle dice for it.
Yeah, for dice. Come on, miracle dice.
No. You got 1 6.
That's enough, right?
No, you need 8. So that's another one of them dead.
Yep.
And then the Storm Bolters, we're going into the sisters. Bolt of Fusiliers. Oh, didn't help. Freeze. It's -1 because technical doctrine. So 2 4-ups on your battle sisters.
So the first one.
That's a fail.
Because the icon is still alive. So because of that,
You're going to auto-pass the other one.
but we will kill the icon now.
Okay.
So they won't be able to do that trick again.
Okay. Interesting. She's now out of combat. I could potentially shoot her. Interesting. Anyway.
Maybe that's what I want you to do.
Oh, I will do. My chaplain's just going to shoot a Stormbolt at her. Bot of Fusiliers. Yeah, 3 hits. And 2 wounds. 2 4-ups on the remaining sister. No, she's dead.
Well, she tried.
She can be a martyr.
Yeah. Well, she does earn me a miracle dice, so.
Yes.
Let's get that ready.
Right, I'm going to line up my Stern Guard, bolted, special issue bolt guns and shoot them over there. Right, 12 shots from the Stern Guards shooting across into the sisters that are in that ruin there, hitting on freeze. Rerolling 1s for Bolt of Fusiliers and rerolling a hit for Master Artisans. Dropped just 1. Wow, okay. Wounding on freeze. 3, 6, 8 at -3, but you're in the ruins. So 8 5-up saves. This sounds painful. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, lots of sisters died. Terminators are now going to turn around and shoot your tank. Hitting on 2s because of restitution of focus. Rerolling 1s because of bolter missiles. There's another one. Oh, I've dropped one. I'm wounding you on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shame my chapter master's not around because I had 3 6s. They would have been better. They would have been better AP. Never mind. So that's 6 at -1 because of the tactical doctrine.
6 at -1, so 6 4-ups.
On your tank, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you dropped 4 of them there. Okay. Interesting.
Lazo.
Yeah, Twin Laz from the Razorback. Shooting into your tank. Hitting on 3s. They both hit. Wounding on 3s. Both wound. 6+ invulnerable saves. Failed them both. 2d6 damage. It's very dead. Doesn't blow up. The annoying thing is my Predator Annihilator now has nothing to shoot at. But okay, alright, I mean they did their job. Right, which now means all of these guys are free to shoot at them. I'm going to start with the Devastators.
This could be a problem.
I'm not going to supercharge because I don't need to, because there's no reason to. No. And I'll shoot a frag missile with a missile launcher as well, because blast is a thing. But I'm going to start with the plasma cannon, so that's going to be 3 shots because of blast.
It's my only full strength squad left.
Watch us. I'll turn my plasma cannon to hit on 2s as well with my sergeant. So he's got 3 shots hitting on 2s. Hits every time. He wounds on 2s. He's wounded every time. 3 6-up saves.
Okay, let's see how benevolent the Emperor is today.
So that's 3 dead.
Not very.
Okay. 3 2s though. At least it's consistent saves. Frag missile. D6 shots. 3. Hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. I think you've dropped the sister.
Yep.
3 wounds as well. So 3 up saves from the frag missile. Can't possibly get 3 2s again, can you? No, they're all saved. 2 las cannons. I'll now use Master Artisans because I haven't missed a shot yet. Okay, so I've hit 1. And I've wounded. 6+ invulnerable save. Failed, so that's another one dead.
Yeah, splat.
Right, moving over to the Tactical Marines. So let's start with this small squad here. Multi-Melter. Master Artisans. I've hit once with a Multi-Melter. You're right. 1 6+ invulnerable save from the Multi-Melter. I'm shooting anti-tank weapons at sisters. She's alive though. She's tanked it. 3 bolt shots. I've dropped the dice. Okay, 2 3-ups. I should have done them separately because the tactical doctrine. Never mind. 1 dice. Okay. And then moving on to this squad. So the Multi-Melter. On 4s. Master Artisans. Nope. 2s. 1 6+ invulnerable save. Failed. That's another one dead. And then I've got 3 bolt guns.
That's another one that got splatted.
2 hits. Another wound. 1 4-up. Okay.
Now I get the 6.
So lots of anti-tank weaponry into battle sisters.
Yeah.
Okay, but they've survived. There's 4 left out of the 10. So, okay. I mean, some of them might run off, but we shall see. That's my shooting phase done, you'll be happy to hear. And there's not much left, really. You've got 4 sisters there, a few sisters in there.
And I have a 5 on the miracle dice.
And you got a miracle. And now I'm going to do some charges. Terminators are going to charge your... Let's do the chaplain first. Chaplain into your palatine. Actually... Into your palatine and your hospitaller. Okay? That's a 4. Oh, let's measure. Yeah, chaplain made it in just under 5 inches away. Terminators are going to charge both the sacrosancts and the palatine. They're in. And then my lieutenant is going to charge the sacrosancts. He's in. I've actually failed a charge in this game.
No.
All my charges have been really good. So
technically you failed the one you forgot to do.
Yes, I suppose that counts. But I didn't need to. I somehow managed to kill them anyway.
Yes, that shouldn't have happened.
No. I might actually measure up here and try and do a cheeky charge here. It's a 7, but it's -2 because it's difficult ground, so I need a 9-inch charge. So I'm going to give it a go. No, snake eyes. They tripped over the stones. Right, starting the fight phase. Chaplain with his Benediction of Fury, putting everything into your medic. He hits on 2s with his Benediction of Fury. He's hit every time. He's going to wound you on 2s. He's like strength 7 now or something. That's a mortal wound in addition. And then each one is -2, I think. Let's check. Okay, it was -2, so you got 4 5-up saves. I've done a mortal wound in addition. It's flat 3 damage. So basically, you need 4 5-ups. And then lots of shrugs if you don't get 4 5-ups.
And I've potentially got a dice to spend.
Yes.
Let's see. First one.
Yes. Saved. Okay, it's a good start.
Second one.
No. So that's 3 damage plus the mortal wound. That's a save.
Spend that to pass the last one.
Okay, so 3 damage plus the mortal wound. So that's 4 shrugs you've got now.
4 6-ups. I need at least 1.
Or she's dead.
Need at least 1 or she's dead.
That's unfortunate. They're all 2s apart from a 1.
She'd be dead.
She's been clubbed over the head with the Benediction of Fury.
But by spending that dice, I've earned 4 points.
Yes.
The points I've earned
but I've just got 3 for Assassinate, so I'm happy.
Yeah. But I've walked out with more points than you, so I'm happy at that.
So far, until I kill Palatine with the Terminators. Yes. Let's do the Primaris Lieutenant now. He's into your Sacrosancts.
I have no shrugs now, so we're just on the...
So he hits on 2s. And I've got Master Artisans. So he hits it every time. He wins on 3s. Oh dear. 2 invulnerable saves.
On my Sacrosancts.
Yes.
So 2 4-ups.
So one of them dies. Okay, so you've got 2 left now.
So, yep.
Okay. Terminators. Let's put... let's put a Sergeant into your Sacrosancts. And the 3 Powerfist guys into your Palatine. Start with the Powerfists. Hitting on 4s. Master Artisans. Winning on 2s. Can't reroll that because you told my lieutenant not to do anything this turn. 5 invulnerable saves on your Palatine.
5 4-ups.
Yes, each one's 2 damage. I'm giving her a good fisting. That's what I'm doing.
Oh dear.
She probably doesn't like it, but we'll find out.
Let's see. No miracle dice now, so it's just naked rolls.
Naked rolls for some fisting. 2 go through.
Which is her...
So that's 4 damage.
That...
And I think she's got 4 wounds. Shall we check?
Let's double check, but I think she's dead.
Yeah, she had 4 wounds. She's dead. And I've got the Sergeant left from the Terminators hitting the Sacrosancts on 3s. And then freeze to wound. 1 4+ invulnerable save on your Sacrosants.
How many's left?
You got 2 left, so you'll have at least 1 left. You got 2 left. Okay, cool. Well, let's consolidate these guys in. He couldn't have consolidated. They can, but I don't want to because of the shrug. So I won't do any consolidating. You can hit me with your Sacrosants now because my charging units are done.
Yes.
So you've got options. You can either hit the Terminators, hit the Lieutenant, or hit the Dreadnought.
How many wounds does the Lieutenant get?
5 because he's Primaris. And he's got a 4+ invulnerable save. But he is out of shrug range. Right, Sacrosants hitting the Terminators. You're starting with the spear.
Hitting on 2s.
From the superior. Hitting on 2s.
And 6s explode.
It's a good start. 4 hits. Wounding on freeze. That's very good.
3 saves at -3, please.
Yes. Invulnerable saves. Just 3, was it?
No, 4.
I thought it was 4. Okay, so failed 3.
2 damage apiece.
Okay. So, shrugs. So one guy takes a wound. He takes another wound. And then he's dead. So you've killed 1 Terminator. My apothecary was working overtime.
And now for the other one.
The axe.
No explode, but 2 hits.
Yes.
Same again.
Yep, freeze to wound. 2. Nice.
Pity the Canoness went so low, can't move in 2 extra mortal wounds. These are only 1 damage.
Both go through. Okay. Shrugs. 1 goes down to a wound. Okay. Well, at least my apothecary's been kept busy.
Mine's dead.
Yes, she is. I'm going to hit you with my Dreadnought now. He's going to hit your Sacrosants. Master Artisans. So 3 times. He's wounded you twice. 2 4+ invulnerable saves. Or death for the Sacrosants.
It'd be dead.
1 survives.
So leave the spear.
Leave the spear. Okay.
Because that means they can't fail the morale.
Yes. Because I've only killed a few this turn. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Right, but I've ripped down that banner now as well, because it's now my objective.
Yes.
Sorry.
I went to all these effort to put these banners up.
I know, I'm just tearing them down. I know. It's a shame, isn't it? Right, so that's the end of my turn. Let's work out some points, because I've got Oath, because my apothecary is near the middle. I've got lots of Assassinate points. So, yeah, let's work those out, and then we'll be back. Right, turn 4 for the Sisters of Battle. You got 5 primary points, because you had this objective here and that one there. You had 2 points for Raise the Banners, that one and that one. And then there wasn't much you could do, but what you did do is you moved over onto that objective, started raising another banner, just to be a nuisance more than anything else. Your last remaining Sacrosant fell back out of combat to get you engage points, because you're there, there, and there, so you get 2 points for that. Drop dice don't count. And then you shot into the Terminators with the Sisters over there and killed the Terminator, which is quite good, but that was pretty much your turn. Yes. Meanwhile, Space Marine's turn 4, I will be getting max primary points. And I'll do some moving and some shooting, but it'll probably just be mopping stuff up, really, and then we'll sum up. Okay, turn 4 for the Space Marines was quite simple. Did a bit of moving, got a nice long advance over to that objective, torn down the banner, moved on to that objective, killed the sister that was there, torn down that banner. I obviously maxed my primary in my turn, so I had these 3 objectives here, and the sisters only had 2. And then it was just a case of mopping up, really. So, like I said, killed the sister there. The Sacrosant that ran into that ruin didn't stand a chance, to be honest. So I just finished off those 2 units. I wasn't too fussed about them. And then in turn 5, we sort of summed it up that the sisters would get 2 points for the banners, 1 for turn 5 and 1 for the end of the battle. And then again, I would max my primary, get engage points, get oath points, and so on. But the final score was actually very, very close, despite the fact I've got most of my army left, and you've got 5 sisters.
Yes.
The score was a lot closer than it looks. So the sisters finished on 64. She scored well in the early turns and then ran out of steam. Yeah. I just about pulled it back and finished on 70. 6 points in it. And I've got all of this, and you've got 5 sisters. It's crazy.
It's going to have to be your Nid or your guards, Nick, I think.
Yeah.
But I suppose it makes you feel good that you're finally beating a battle system army. Considering all the times James is giving you a...
Yes, this is about the good. But, this was interesting. I like Master Artisans. It's quite useful. Especially with things like Predator Annihilators with las cannons. But, yes, win for the Space Marines. Thanks for the game. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. I'm back! I did some maths errors. I forgot the assassinate points. It was 83 to 64, so it was a bit bigger of a win. So, yay. Right. See you in the next one.